Okie dokie. Beam is ready. Let's start playing some Hearthstone. Fortunately, not very high anymore. Down to Diamond 4 now. But we're playing this Reno Death Knight list that I think will be super fun to play. Currently, I have 50% win rate with it right now. And I think it's 2-2 with the list. Not completely bad. But I have noticed that it does kind of struggle with like just doing stuff. There's turns where you're just not doing anything, and that kind of hurts the deck a bit. But there are games when it just feels like this deck is just too good. Don't want any of this. Okay, not a bad hand. We got Watcher and Ignis together, so that's gonna be nice. See, the only decks we've lost to, we lost to a Mirror matchup, and then we lost to an Odin Warrior. It was very unfortunate too. We had double Patchwork. We had Patchwork into Zola, and then another Patchwork, and we missed Odin every time. We got both the armor guys that draw stuff, Yogg, and then one of the Excavate guys, and I was like, couldn't do much there since we didn't hit the Odin. And unfortunately, they had like all their armor stuff still in their deck, and so we just eventually lost. And it was like a 35-minute game. It was ridiculous. But you know, I think it's fun that Reno or Death Knight has another, you know, thing to allow them to remove stuff. So, and the deck's not bad. Okay, let's go ahead and forge this. Aquatic form. This might be Dragon Druid. It might be the Highlander version too. Guess we'll see when that time comes. I'll embrace nature. Okay, so this might be the Highlander version. Or it might be Drum Circle Druid. I'm not really sure. I haven't really seen Drum Circle Druid. Do not want to play that. There we go. Oh, Dragon Treant Druid. Is this what I'm looking at? Could be that list. Yeah, no, it's possible. We poke there. We already have a Corpse Explosion. We might just want to go for Thetis. There is a Whelp. Maybe Soul Stealer here won't hurt us. Yeah, we'll go for an extra Soul Stealer in this game, I think. Okay, okay. That is fine. We're gonna coin in a tap there so we don't burn a card. We still have a lot of really important stuff in the list as well that we don't want to potentially burn. It's very unfortunate. They're already up to 10 mana. Kind of hard to deal with here, but that's the reason why we went for the Soul Stealer here. Oh, it might actually be a Reno version then. Okay. I guess we're really hoping that we get to our Viper here. Wherever it's at. Right there. Oh. We need to see our Viper here because he's already at 10 mana and he's gonna drop down a 10 cost weapon. It's gonna be really hard to deal with. Especially if he's fortunate he gets the Wind Fury with the 7 up to 8 cost guys. We're not gonna really have any real answers to deal with that. Like we have stuff later in the game, but it doesn't help that there are already 4 mana crystals ahead of us. Okay, he only got the 8 armor, that's fine. But he had its Wind Fury though, yeah. I mean the damage is gonna stack.
I prefer post-pop goblin ghoul.
Draw a card, I guess. That is such a bad one to get. Still gonna burn a card. Watch us burn the Viper here. Like, why is this an option? Why do they have to make this a holy spell of all things? Like, getting this off of this is just completely useless. Hate how much they could ramp. Makes it so hard.
Our gift of frost shields us.
All it takes is love,
Time waits for no one.
and death.
Okay. And not completely bad to burn. Wish we just lose.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Yeah, exactly. Lethal. That's. Didn't even do anything there. Like the dude just ramped out perfectly into Ignis into Wind Fury Axe. Like what am I supposed to do? It's ridiculous.
Versus Arthas.
Oh, Death Knight. Okay. This plague is gonna make the matchup a lot harder. Don't really want to see any of this at all.
I see you've brought guests.
Job's done.
Right.
Can't stand the cold.
Reach for the skies.
Oh, it's Frost. Okay. That's a new one. All right. I haven't seen Frost in a little bit. That's cool. I mean, I don't want to take more damage than I have to, so I'm just gonna tap and poke into that.
The more you struggle, the better.
Um,
I must plan.
use school teacher here. I like the frost strike. We can defrost, but they have a lot of really small things.
We do what the living cannot.
They got wide very fast. Okay.
Pick me, pick me.
Hmm.
For glory.
I'll slow him down a little bit.
The more you struggle, the better.
Yeah, I mean, Corpse Explosion kind of does that. Do like that. Should be alright. We have Corpse Explosion here, so if he goes white again, we'll have at least a little bit of corpses to trigger that off. We also have Reno as well. Oh, that's actually pretty annoying. Okay. And we might get rid of the 5/5. It's just alright, I guess. Um, Rowdy fan, okay.
Mystifying. Install these for me, won't you?
Okay.
Holy.
We do what the living cannot.
The citadel stands.
Hopefully it doesn't have 4 damage. Okay, finally we see these together. I don't know, we might switch up the deck. Not doing too hot all of a sudden.
And close enough.
Does he have another Rowdy fan for the ghoul? No, he just had 4 damage. God dang it.
I see to you.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What do I want to play? Go back to the Paladin deck. The Paladin deck is working, but they nerfed the Order in the Court, so I guess we'll see what happens with this. area.
Must protect the wild.
Keep those cards. Okay, double showdown. Let's see if we can find a Crusader Aura and then the Prismatic Beam, and we should be set. Okay, we got it. That's good to see. Okay, okay. I think we should be in good hands with this with this hand. I think I'm alright just coining this out right now.
Need a bit more spice over here.
Do they forge something? This could be the Highlander Druid. Yeah. Continue going Faith. Probably drop down the Astral Serpentier, draw 2 cards off of it, continue going Faith, and then depending on what we draw, we might go for like a showdown with Prismatic Beam. Okay, I don't mind that too much. We'll do this. We'll go ahead and trade our Divine Shield guy into it. Ooh, Big Gun's perfect for this board. Ooh, Sea Giant, okay. Okay, okay.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
I think we go for it. There it is. Let's see this Druid deal with this board. Actually, probably could if they had the Dragon Golem here. But there's a slight possibility they don't have very many dragons in their hand. And there could be the slight chance that we top deck a Prismatic Beam. Or, you know, we do all our trading and then we have another showdown and do more trading. I think we're in a good position now with this. You're thinking hard. Drew 2 cards. I mean, Dragon Golem, he might be able to be saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We know he does have another dragon in his hand because the Amber Whelp did go off, so he at least has one other dragon in his hand. And assuming this is a Highlander list, there's probably a bunch of other just random dragons in there too. He has 10 cards, so there's a possibility he could fill up the board.
Time waits for no one.
Or he rage quit.
Be a hero, not a zero.
That is actually funny.
Hero.
Not a 0. Ah, my gosh, yeah. Oh, we did top deck into a Prismatic Beam. Yeah, so if he did have the answer, for, like, if he did have Dragon Golem, we would have been fine. That's actually funny. That's cool. Lovely. The wins just keep coming.
Liadrin versus Nemzi.
Okay. We keep this right here. We keep those. I've not played against a Warlock in a little bit. I'm just curious to see how this will go. Okay.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
Oh, there it is. Word in the court.
Sun rising.
Now it doesn't draw us a card.
I don't have enough mana.
I still think this is a really good card either way. Whoa. And Cynical? We're already off to a bad start here. We don't have any other answers unless we top deck into... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, Chef.
A bit more spice over here.
Smokestack, alright. Also, the Snake got nerfed. It's now to 4 mana, but it only takes away 7 HP instead of 10, so... It's not completely insane. Instead of stealing, stealing 20, it's only 14 now, which I don't honestly know if that's better or not, but... No, it is what it is with that. And you see like a showdown, so we could Crusader Aura, and then like next turn we could do showdown into this, and then we'll have a big setup, but I don't need to see it first, and I don't want to just play the Order in the Court, because we're just going to be drawing Giants into Crusader Aura. I guess either of these will be a draw for turn 4, but like, you know, it's not as impactful as this other stuff here. Like if we could get a Boogie Down, Showdown, all those stuff will help and be pretty impactful. I'm surprised that they didn't nerf Crusader Aura, and then they decided to nerf this. I feel like this is kind of a bit more impressive than this is. It's like this just helps out Paladin in general, but this like it's played for a specific deck and has a niche. So that's probably the reason why it didn't get nerfed, but like it could only last like maybe 2 turns, or maybe make it cost 5 or something. Is this a curse version with the X-Base stuff? I'm assuming that's what that is.
The light dim.
We'll go ahead and do it. I don't know what else to do. We're already in a bad situation. There's not like much else we could do. Yeah. These next 2 turns are just gonna be dead draws, basically. I don't know, unless like I don't know what else we could have done. Could have just tapped, but you know, you have these to follow up with. Oh, now the game's lagging hard. I might just concede. This is not good. Like, this is the thing where it's like you want to see these cards in your opening hand, but then if you don't see any of this other stuff that's really helpful for this, it's just a dead card. I'll say like go extremely wide, and then it might help you like come back, but like it's not much else we can do.
Drink with me, friend.
Still feel like they should have kept that 6 mana though.
Go win, friend. I concede.
chalk it up to bad hand. There's nothing else that we can do. I'm just gonna switch over to wild, not twist. Twist sucks. Wild. Even Reno.
Rafam versus Sylvanas.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Oh, Banshee Queen, Banshee Queen, Banshee Queen.
Okay.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
The living drop all kinds of things.
This is not too bad of a hand.
I smell golden in their waters. Keep on panning.
I ain't talking.
Smell an ambush.
Okay. This might just be like what the I'm not really sure what this list would be. Is it just like the basic buzzard, like OTK Hunter and Wild though?
Keep on panning.
Muzzle their magic.
Yosh Yosh. Oh, Kennel, okay. They rushing in, that's fine. Strap down 8/8. He wants to trade and like spin a spell into it, that's fine too. Or if he doesn't trade, we can just drop this down and go face. But it's pretty risky doing that. You know, he's going to trade. That's fine. Now let's tap. Feeding time's not too bad, actually. Adapt. Let's go Poisonous. I don't think that deck has any like AoE spells or anything like that, so he might just be... Or at least I believe so. I'm not really sure what the wild version of this would be. Or if this even has like a single wild card and they're just playing this in the wild on accident or something. I haven't seen a wild card so far. Oh, they just have Hollow Hound on 4. Okay, well. That's unfortunate. At least it removes it, so we don't have to deal with it later. So, kind of does that for us, right? Let's do this. We'll go for a minion, I think, off of this. Just waste a coin. Oh, this might be a Highlander deck. They're playing the Kennels. I'm not really sure. Hmm. Okay, Beastal Madness is fine. I'm pulling out the Yodeler. Okay.
I'm speaking mostly of myself.
Your wish is
I'm not really sure what this forecast card could be, or what we would get from it, but... You know, actually, Defender Vargas probably is not terrible here. But also, Siphon Soul, I think, is just not so hard not to pass up.
I have no time for games.
The Dark Lady did not commit
Yeah, this might be a Reno list.
unspeakable act.
Hey, Steven, how's it going? Yeah, this is definitely the Reno list, and if they're playing the newly buffed guy here. Oh, never mind. I guess they're not. Wait, does it add a copy discovered from the minion that died this game? Okay, no, they don't do that. Okay, let's see. That's 16, 20, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, we don't have lethal. Let's just go for Reno. It'll clear that. They won't get the effects off at all. I'll just go face. It limits them to playing one card, and it should be fine either way. Gain the death roll and then trigger it. Okay, so that's the new part to it. That's cool. So do you have a favorite deck at the moment? Do you think refunding the Snake Legendary is worth it? Love the vids. Well, thank you. Favorite deck? I mean, in Standard, I was really getting a kick out of Showdown Paladin. I was playing it on Tuesday, and it's not too bad. I don't know, favorite deck has been kind of hard. There's stuff that's like not terrible. Here, let's do this first. What do we get off of this? Another Zephyrus. Okay, that's not bad. One second here. Not the best spell to pick there, but it's fine. And then refunding the snake. Are you even able to refund the snake? Because it's not, it's a discoverable card. You can't, unless that means all the excavate stuff is like, has that. I'm not actually entirely sure. I guess we could check that after this game. But in Wild, I really like the Highlander Paladin in Wild. That list is extremely good. But since the, what's it called? Order in the Court got nerfed. I don't know if that deck is any better now because of it or not, but or more worse because of the nerf. But I like that quite a bit in Wild. I'll go and do this. Oh, Jerry could be refunded too? I didn't realize Jerry could be refunded. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I don't think it's really worth refunding it, especially if you don't have enough like gold or packs to like open them up again. Because Excavate Warlock is still gonna be good. Because I played against it like right before I switched over to Wild, and just because it only does 7 damage, they can still do 14 instead of 20 damage if they, you know, play it, bounce back, play it again. And it's still pretty oppressive. It's just, you know, not as consistent as like, you know, the Plague Death Knight or Plague Excavate Death Knight. Even the Warrior Excavate list is coming to, you know, seeing more play now too. But I just don't think Warlock is in a good position in the meta right now anyhow. Like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty low right now on the rankings for everything. Let me... let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Warlock is number 10. Paladin, Druid, Hunter, Shaman, Mage, Warrior, Death Knight, Priest, Team Hunter, Warlock, Rogue. So yeah, I would just be playing Paladin, Druid, Hunter, Shaman. Like, top 5 decks are probably the better decks to be playing anyhow. Okay, let me check this. So, standard. Oh, it can be. Does that count for the wild stuff too? Or oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. I mean, Gary's still pretty good. He's a really good legendary. All the stuff is not bad either. I would just keep it. Like, there's really no point in, you know, getting rid of it. And like, this still feels good. Like, if they kept it at 6 mana with this number, with 7 damage, I would disenchant all this. But since they kept it at 4 mana and they just bumped it down to 7, this deck could still be good. It might take some time for it to actually find its place, but it's still going to be solid. Yeah, well, let's rock with this list here.
Uther versus Sally.
The Scarlet Crusade will see.
Unless you don't have like a complete collection and like you're not going to be playing Warlock at all, then I would disenchant stuff. Like, it's one of those things where it kind of depends on what you know, what you have and what you don't have. It's like, you know, if you don't play Warlock at all and you say you open up all the like Excavate stuff for it and you don't really want to play it, disenchant it and then go craft like, you know, anything else that you'd like to. Because yeah, anything like Paladin's still doing really good right now, even after the nerf. I'd probably invest in like Dragon Druid and like any Hunter list because they're doing pretty well right now. This looks like this might be a Highlander like Shadow Priest or something. I'm not really sure if we beat this list, but we do have Cariel, so not too worried. Just gonna pull out our Leviathan if we don't draw it next turn. May cost 5. So do have Ord in the Court as well. Iron Sphere? It might not be. Started playing it when I got the Warlock Titan, but I wasn't sure if it was worth keeping. The Warlock Titan is definitely worth keeping because you could, like, the cool thing with like Warlock stuff is like a lot of it's pretty cheap, and if you happen to have the Titan for it, all you really got to do, you know, you can make like a high, like, I don't know if you have Reno or not, but like you can make a really like pseudo control Warlock with like the curse stuff, because all the curse stuff is very cheap to do, and you can just make like just a simplistic like Reno control Warlock list, and it'll probably do fine for you. But there's just so many like very niche and specific decks that are out right now. Like if you play against any Dragon Druid, whether it's Highlander or non-Highlander, they're just gonna roll you over, and so it's just make any other deck probably. Yeah, Dragon Druid's like very strong. Oh, so it's just normal aggro. Okay, they have a really late start for it being an aggro priest. Okay. Yeah, we can handle this pretty fine. Not to play this just yet. I want to draw first. That's great too. Dredge up healing, please. Oh. I mean, we have this. Let's just pick that.
Arcane bolt.
Yeah, that's fine. Goes wide again. We could go showdown into prismatic beam too. How does that work with this? Does this make it cost one more? Oh, okay. Does make it cost one more. Okay. This will. Okay. Goodbye board. Dredge up. That doesn't really matter here. Let's just go for Reno. We win next turn. We play this. We buff it all up, or he just concedes here. Or I don't know. He might have a undeath or something.
Come, pray with me.
I don't know how this list is good at all. Like, I've tried playing this list in Wild, and it just does not feel good at all. Like, the stuff doesn't really mesh well together. Cool, platinum. Keep on winning.
Liadrin versus Maiev.
Okay, I don't know what rogue could be in Wild. Do they have like a Wishing Wild list in Wild that's pretty insane? I'd imagine there would be. Not really sure. Let me check actually. Wild. Yeah, let's see. Shudderwalk, Shaman, Mine Rogue, Reno Rogue. Let's see. What is Reno Rogue running? I don't know how that list is good at all, but okay. Could be Pirate Rogue.
Swiftly.
Or Kingsbane Rogue. And we don't really play Sticky Finger with this at all, so we just have to hope that we beat them. What's your thoughts on the expansion, by the way? Thought it was actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I will say, though, like, the Highlander set that was introduced, there could be, like, more to it. Like, I know in the mini set they'll probably add more to it, but, like, a lot of the Highlander decks feel pretty strong right now, but there's times when it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Because, like, you're paying off for, you know, the Lone Ranger effect, and then, like, the one legendary that you get. I just feel like there should be, like, some extra stuff that comes with it. But, you know, this does not feel too bad. I was pretty happy with it. Even, like, like, the first week of the expansion, I didn't feel like... I personally didn't really feel like the Warlock list was too... Or, like, the Snake was too broken. Honestly, I felt like they could have just kept it at 6 mana. Like, when they made that, like, temporary nerf or whatever for it, it felt fine there. People were still playing the deck. It still had a really solid win rate when they were playing it, too. Like, it was not bad at all.
Into the future.
Like, I wish this was in Standard. Like, why did they make new cards that we can't even play in Standard? Like, I thought that was, like, dumb.
Let the dead rest.
Like, I want them to cycle that in, like, the... Whatever the expansion that this was, or whatever, you know? The booster expansion. They should add that to Standard, too. Oh, Cavern Below, okay. Well, we just beat this list. Don't have to really worry about that at all.
My dying breath for this city.
That's a really crazy one to get. That is extremely lucky. Oh yeah, no, I love the theme too. The artwork for everything is amazing.
The wind in me sails.
Like, Reno looks great. Dramatic Beam Showdown, like the whole like cowboyish style type of, you know, stuff was really cool.
Love the feel of wind in me sails.
I really like everything. Everything was pretty good for this set. I would say, like, compared to this set to Titans, I thought Titans was pretty cool. But it was only the Titans are pretty cool, and a lot of the decks only revolved around the Titans, and that's what kind of made that expansion kind of suck. That is crazy. Okay, they just got all that. Goodbye, board. Let's see, turn 6. I don't think I really want to do that just yet. Let's do this first. Okay, okay. Go ahead and play the dragon here. It's fine. I don't think we lose. We have Cariel for... Oh, actually, we can't coin down next turn. They need to put this back to 7 mana. I like this expansion way more than the Titans expansion. I felt like there's like very minimal cards that were like very impactful in Titan. It was purely only the yeah, well played. See, like Reno Paladin is just insane right now in Wild. Cause yeah, like just the Titan stuff was just, it was only the Titans that were good about it. Like, and even then, like not all of them. Like I don't know why they didn't buff some of the Titans. Like Primus really just made Triple Blood better. It's not even rain in the other list except like maybe the like Plague Unholy stuff, but like it's still a hybrid. Argus was mid. ENR is pretty solid. Agrimar was insane. Norgodon was mid. This is starting to come a lot better with the most recent set, but even prior to it, it was barely played. Broken. Mid. Broken. Really broken. Mid. And then they introduced this and they nerfed it, but like it's still good. But like every deck was just based around like just playing this. Like Warlock, if they didn't play this, they lose. If they didn't have this on turn 6, they lose. If they had this on 7 and they had multiple copies of it, you just lose because there's just so much value. Metis is pretty big. Like it's honestly not too bad, but Norgodon, it's so unimpactful. Like they didn't buff any of the Titans. This was just, they had this on 6. It was a draw. It created stuff on the board and also made your weapon stronger. Like it's just like this was like probably the best Titan except for the Warlock one. And like everything else, like and like the Primus was pretty insane, especially with the blood. Like everything else was just eh. And on top of that, like just go to this overall. If you really look at everything that came, the Plague stuff was broken. Helio was broken. All this was mid. I will say Jotun wasn't terrible, but just because there's not very many good spells in, you know, Demon Hunter, it just didn't make it that impactful. Druid, all this stuff is alright. Like, really, the only thing that was, like, really good was Embrace Nature and ENR and Disciple. And you could argue Cultivation was good too, but, like, barely played. And recently, the Hunter stuff did not just become good until recently, except for this. This has not seen play at all. This has been nerfed, so it was good. Like, all the mage stuff was pretty solid. Just Sif. This was all good. Voice Scripture was really good when that came. Creation was like a really good removal spell for them. All the Paladin stuff is pretty mid. And like, I say mid, but like, Keeper Strength was probably the best card they got from the set. And maybe Judgment Worthy. And Tears here is not terrible, but like it has to go together with this. In any other deck, this is not played at all in. It's only purely for the, you know, the Earthen stuff. But like, this was the best card Paladin's seen in a while. And then like Priest, like, Protocol, really good. Monothul, really good. And that was like really it. And then all the mech stuff for Rogue, it was good if you like got everything correct, you know, and you had the like perfect opener for it. But every deck started running, you know, 2 Starfish or a Starfish in the mid deck and then the ETC, and then this deck just loses. Mech stuff was pretty mid. And then all the Shaman stuff was pretty solid. Like they had the OTK stuff. Galganath made that deck, that whole thing, or that whole experience much easier. Like, out of that, like, Lightning Flex was good, Flash was good, Turn the Tides was really good, Crash Thunder was really good, that was good. Like, Shaman had a really good set there. Forge of Wills, I thought this card was going to be the one that got nerfed, but, like, aside from that, this is a really good location for him. I thought this was going to not be all that great, but this ended up being really good. Dornville saw a lot of play. Sargeras is in every single Warlock deck. I thought Loken was going to be really broken, and I spent way too much money trying to get the signature. And it saw its play, but it's not like the most broken card. And then, of course, you know, all the warrior stuff was just insane, like Trial, Odin, Sanitize, Hammer, or Belling Flames is better. Like, this is such a better version than the Warlock one that I thought, like, after I saw this one, I was like, the Warlock one just seems mid. And then, like, go here, like, all this stuff is eh. Like, Watcher was pretty good. Watcher sees a lot of play. Nothing else here sees play at all. Ignis was really good, but everyone got it for free, so it didn't really matter, you know. Guide saw a little bit of play, but still, it's not all that great. Prism was kind of insane, but it's, you know, an RNG piece, so, you know, it is what it is with that. See, I don't know if it's because I'm a player that doesn't buy loads of packs, but I always love a theme deck, like Mech Mage back in the day, and Big Beast Hunter, yeah. Well, Mech Mage back in the day was really broken, and even then, like, Big Hunter, and, like, even, like, what Hunter is now, like, Hunter doesn't feel broken, but Hunter is just such a good deck right now. Like, the Parasite's seeing play, Beastal Madness is seeing play, and all because they introduced this card here. It's really crazy how that all kind of works together. But, you know, it is, like, you know, it's not terrible. Spurfang seeing play. And then now they buff this up. I really don't know how I feel about this. I felt like they could have made this cheaper, honestly. See how, like, the cards in this set. So, like, in the Badlands. So here, let's go over this. So Pile of Bones is really solid, especially if you're able to play both of these together. Reap What You Sow is pretty solid. Reska, I thought was going to be too slow of a card, but it's honestly not terrible. Harrowing Ox is insane. Like, there's times when I play a Harrowing Ox into Harrowing Ox into another thing. Big swing turn. Monpaw is really mid. All the Snake stuff, okay, here's the thing. I don't know why, like, this card did not seem too terrible to me when I was at 5 HP. I barely played against, like, this Naga Demon Hunter list at all. I was not, like, rarely played it. But, like, out of all of it, like, Snake Eyes I thought was going to be pretty good. Portendo Bot I thought was going to be supposed to be really good. Even, like, Fan the Hammer I thought was supposed to be solid. And I haven't even played Highlander Demon Hunter yet. But, like, I assumed Kurtrus wouldn't be terrible. And I got the signature, so I was like, you know, I thought this was going to be too bad. But, like, none of the Demon Hunter stuff, like, I've maybe seen 5 Demon Hunters in the entire time of me playing this expansion. Like, we could look at all my, we look here. Here's my plague list. Played a lot of this, right? Not a single Demon Hunter here. We go here. Let's look at this. Even this one. We had a Demon Hunter right here. Beat that one. So there's one. Not a single one there. Let's see here. Not a single Demon Hunter here. Not a single Demon Hunter. Not a single Demon Hunter. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why it got nerfed. So, like, I was not seeing it all. And that was 78 days ago. Beat the Demon Hunter here. Lost to 1. So, let's see. That's 4. And we only lost to 1 of those Demon Hunters there. Light Show Spam. Okay, we lost to 1, so that's 5 Demon Hunters. That was too long ago. Too long ago. Didn't play against one there. Big Paladin. Let's see here. That's not it. Oh, that was a long time ago. Good lord. Highlander. Did we play against any Demon Hunter? Did not play against any Demon Hunter. No Demon Hunter there. See, that's my current list. No Demon Hunter. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I barely played against Demon Hunter at all in this set. And I don't know why this stuff got nerfed for it. All the Druid stuff here, good. That's good. That's good. That's amazing. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good. Very good. not too bad either. Hunter stuff, very good. And like this all kind of goes into like together with it. This is probably the worst. Actually, Star Shooter, I think is the worst card from the for Hunter. All the mage stuff is pretty bad. It's all pretty bad. I will say that this card is not terrible. And then the Azurite Hawk is not terrible, but it's just everything else that's supporting it is just bad. Fear the Badlands, really good. Hi-Ho Silverwing, it draws the card. That's good. Showdown's okay, but like you have to have Prismatic Beam with it to make it feel good. Badlands Bandits, I feel like this card should get buffed. And honestly, I don't even feel like the cost for it's bad. I think they just need to adjust the stats for that. I think this was the best card that Free Sky, like Elise is not bad either. And I had a really fun Highlander deck with this, with the Remdare in it, and that video did really well. But, like this card is really good. Like you get a 1-mana deal 4. It's great. I thought Excavate Rogue was gonna be a lot better than what it was, and I got the signature for Drilly as well. And you know, I was pretty happy with that, but like and I haven't even played Wishing Well Rogue yet, so I don't even know if that's even good. And then all the like shaman stuff, like the Dr. Holiday is great. Even the Elemental Shaman is not terrible. And like there's just like, you know, it's not bad. Warlock stuff, I feel like the whole like Barrel Sludge stuff and like the whole Excavate, or not the Excavate, but like the Waste Remover stuff, it's not good. Like Gary, this is a good card. Popgar, it honestly feels better in Wild than it does in Standard, but Popgar is not terrible. That's bad. This mid, that's mid. This is not too bad, actually. This is actually not just a bad card just because it's a 2-mana 3/2 that, you know, you get one on the bottom and the top. It's not a bad card. Then Warrior. Slugma, I had a lot of fun with this, but it's not all that great. And then Taunt stuff, I thought the Taunt stuff would be better, but it was played a lot, like, you know, the first week, and then not seen again. Badlands Brawler is pretty solid. This card's seen a lot of play, even though, you know, getting the card doesn't feel that insane. Flinch just felt pretty good. I really like the Gaslight Gatekeeper too. Being able to shelf stuff in your deck's not terrible. Azurite Chain Gain, really lovely card too. Barrelbrim's very like selective, but it's really, oh, I have not seen the golden location yet. I mean, that's alright looking. And then like Kingpin Pun, like he was good with the rogue list, and I seen Priest play it, but like not very good. Sunspot, lovely. Reno, of course, it's probably one of the best cards from the set. Thunderbreaker makes a lot more sense now with like how the Highlander stuff is working. I really like the Highlander Shaman with this deck in it, or with this card in it. It's very great. And like I also like the Cattle Rustler too in Standard with Paladin, because you could guarantee the pull with Spirited Badlands with it, so it makes the deck like slightly more consistent. I like it quite a bit. Yeah, you think that? Yeah, but like I haven't had like much problem with the Naga Demon Hunter at all. It's not bad, and I know it was like really broken, but I'm like 80% sure I only lost to maybe 3 Demon Hunters in the entire time of playing this set. And even then, like I diamond for the majority of it. Like I got to Diamond 5 pretty early on. I've been from Diamond 5 to Diamond 2 this entire time, and I barely see them. I just see Dragon Druid. That's all I ever see, really. I think that's another reason too. Like everything feels pretty consistent, and there's not one deck that's just completely dominating every other deck. Like Dragon Druid, I would say is probably like getting to that point where it's kind of dominating every single deck, but they didn't nerf it at all. And you know, on top of that, and it's also doesn't feel too bad going up against it, because you know they either have everything that they need to, and they have like, you know, Dragon Golem after Dragon Golem. Like after that, you know, any deck that has a lot of removal to it, they just deal with it without a problem. You know, I just like it. There's a lot of like fun decks to play, and there's nothing that feels, you know, too oppressive. And really, I feel like they just changed the snake because people are complaining about it. I feel like if they just kept it at 6 mana and kept it with 10, it would have been fine. Because they could play it, bounce it, next turn play it, bounce it, next turn play it, and it's just, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But you know, it's not too bad.
Time waits for no one.
I am really curious to see what they're gonna do with the mini set here. What is this? Ship's cannon and druid? I don't know what to call this. This is something. Is there like a pirate druid running around? I don't even know what to expect from this. What? It is a pirate druid. What the hell? A 3/3 patches? What? Okay. I mean, I'm impressed. It looks like we're gonna have to pick the EGC and go for a prismatic beam off of that. Oh, or we just get that. That's pretty good too. Cool, and we got this on 4. Lovely.
Trust the pirate's code.
So this is a Embiggen druid with pirates. That's so interesting to me. That's very funny. I like a concentration, like top deck. That'd be nice. What's a 2-mana spell that can deal with all this? I'm not even like a drain. No. What would it be? What are the chances of pulling concentration off of this? I don't even think that's very likely. Let's just do this.
My suggestion.
I mean, that removes 2 things. That's not too bad, honestly. Oh, and then there's City Tax. City Tax would have been a good option, too. Yeah, he's quite literally breaking the meta. I'm so confused with it. He did have a really good hand, though, for like what he needs to be doing with the deck. Like, Embiggen into Ship's Cannon, into like all the pirate stuff right there. Like, wow. I mean, I'm impressed. Definitely not worth worth crafting this at all, though. Like, why would you craft this for? Because it just makes it cost more too. Wow. On 1 card, does it only buff up? Give your minions? Yeah. Why didn't you just play this first and then do that? Wait, is this a bot? It's not a bot. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Time waits for no one.
Okay, there's Reno.
Alakazam!
Let's do this.
It's your time now.
And that should be fine here. And then we have the Leviathan to follow up for whatever he has in his hand. And that should be able to remove everything, and we're also able to draw and pick some other stuff out of the... from what we need. I was kind of hoping for something that would allow us to heal, but I guess looking at our list, we don't really have anything that does do that. Maybe the Carriel would be important because we're taking half damage from that stuff. I think that would be fine. Super Strength would have been the option too to play, but it was better just to clear everything because I don't know if he plays any burst damage. Like, he does have Ship's Cannon, so if he has that and like something else, they could just hit face. It's only 50-50 chance, so. Also, I kind of wish that they would cycle through the other boards in Standard as well. Like, it doesn't matter that the set's not in the game, but like they should like let other people see these other boards because these other boards are really cool looking. Like Skullman's expansion, like this is a really cool board. It's weird that you have to play like only wild to see the board. Okay. Showdown's not bad, but yeah, we're just playing this. Let's just dredge first, see what we get. Go for the Reno, even though it's not like we're not gonna play it just yet, but it's just better to have. Also gives us 5 armor as well, so. Like, it's fun to get the spinning S. So cool. Oh, I didn't even realize you can move that. Oh, okay. See, I'm learning more about the board. Didn't even know I did that. Can you bring it back? No, fun fact, this was the first expansion, the Skullman's expansion, the first one I pre-ordered, I think. Might be wrong on that, actually. Pretty sure it's this one. Okay, draw. Dredge. This is probably better. Reno, he probably concedes after this. Yeah, the deck does suck, but he did have a really good opener, and I feel like if this was against any other deck, he might have just won because of just the pressure. Because we were down by, what, 9 HP by, you know, turn 5, 6, you know? But we did top deck Reno, so kind of fortunate with that. And we had the Lone Ranger to follow up with that too, so it's not that big of a deal. If you happen to have all the cards for this list, I suggest playing this, because this deck is just insane. Like, we're... What's the 11-4 with this? Win, win, win. A lot of these losses were very unfortunate losses here. Yeah, 73% win rate. It's really good. I know we're not very high in the rankings. Like, we're still in Platinum 9, but, like, we're still going off of a win streak right now. I just need to play more Wild. I do like Wild quite a bit. And there's Carriel, perfect. Metis is good.
Reach for the skies.
Yeah, really the only deck that's like kind of hard to play against, or like the one matchup that's really hard for this list is just Shutterwalk Shaman. And even then, I think I've beaten every single Shutterwalk Shaman except like maybe one. We lost to a Warlock, Warrior, a Demon Hunter list, and then a Death Knight. The Death Knight was the Plague Excavate one, and we just got so unlucky with that one. He discovered double Helia, and it was just ridiculous. And so it was just constantly cycling plagues in. My deck was always going to be 30 no matter what, and we just kept on drawing plagues. It was ridiculous. And then Demon Hunter, we played against the a wild version of the Snake, Naga Demon Hunter, and they were on 1 HP and they killed us. The Warrior list, I don't even remember what the Warrior... It was like an Odin even one, and they just got very lucky. And then the Warlock, I don't even remember what the Warlock one was. J-Rig Carpenter. That was a really good card in Druid.
Time waits for no one.
Back in Standard, I love this card.
Reach for the skies.
Just concede. I don't know why you're sitting here trying to play this through. Also, like, Wild's so good. Crystology automatically is guaranteed to draw uh, the Titan from the deck too. It's so good. So good. Okay, Hunter.
Rexa.
Let the hunt. I will bring order.
Do we keep both the Renos here? That'd be kind of funny. I'm not really sure. I mean, I know Highlander Hunter's kind of been being played in Wild. This might be like an aggro hunter too. I'm not really sure. We just need early game stuff. Board removals, all that stuff from Tank Beam. Oh, we got a game with this. There we go. So we just won with this card. I will say though, it's very hard. Okay. Like with this card, it's guaranteed to always take up a spot in your hand, and so there's times when I forget and I end up burning a card. We're doing it multiple times. Oh, we had the buzzard. That's not good. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and coin out the Spirit of the Badlands. Also, the animation's lovely for this. Oh yeah, no, the signature is so good for this. And you know, when I was spending the money to get like the signatures and stuff like that for it, I wasn't really like too fond of this one at first. But then when I saw like how it is, like the animation for it, and just like the shooting stars in the background and how big he is on it, I was like, that's actually a really lovely signature. Okay, what do we get off of this? It's actually not too bad. We'll go ahead and play it. Secret. What is that from? I hate how I need to like reorganize my board. Let me. Okay.
Do not be deceived.
That's fine. We'll trade. Not really sure what this would be. It might just be the what's it called? Hidden meaning. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with all the signatures from this set. There's none of them are like bad at all. I will say though, they definitely missed the opportunity to give us a diamond Reno, but it's fine. Really, another one of these. Go and tempo that out too. It's fine. Not too bad. It was hidden meaning. Okay. Okay, what was that from? I'm not even sure what it's from. Also, the gold animation for Mirage is really good as well. You main decks all that. Okay. It's interesting. Oh, Broomstick is fun. Bait and switch, okay.
Arcane bolt. Reporting for duty.
Guess we probably could have just went for Prismatic Beam there instead of doing what I just did. I don't know, the thing that I've ran into this, like, the problems with this deck is, like, there's just times when it's just, like, there's just stuff that's just not wanting to play anything. Or, like, you have to play stuff to do something, but then it's just not enough is happening.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Yeah, we do just lose this deck. They attack with it, they get 2 of the beams, that's 6 damage, and then they have tap. So we're just going to concede. We somehow lost this list, and I really just think it was just because we didn't draw anything else that was, like, going to help us out. Which is weird, like, the only loss that I have with this deck is just, like, deck where it's just, like, why isn't anything happening with the list? It's just, like, you're just kind of just playing stuff and nothing's happening. yeah, I don't know. Like, we opened up Badlands early on, and then I don't know, we could maybe say that the Badlands, like the Mirage, wasn't giving us stuff that was good enough.
Watch your back.
Rogue.
Hands on deck.
Keep the Dragon Tamer. Barov is fine. Cariel. Okay, Cariel might be pretty big in this matchup, depending if it's King's Bane or not.
Tuned to perfection.
Of course it is King's Bane. That's lovely. Okay. If this pulls out our this guy right here, we actually have a chance of winning because we just go right into Cariel, and then there's not much they can do. Oh, that's cool. Did not realize I did that. No, that side's not very interactive. He must have a really bad hand if he's not going to play the weapon right away. Oh, he plays it now. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Okay.
Come with me into the future.
Let's see here.
Incredible.
These are really bad. I guess we'll go for that one. Sprint, I mean... Man, really expensive dragons.
For the light. For my mother.
At least we haven't seen any like the crazy buffs for it just yet, but like if he attacks or he removes this, we draw this guy. But then we're gonna burn a card. Didn't really want to waste a coin because we might have to coin something else out. Oh, Squid Face in it? I've not seen Squid Face be played with that. Okay. This must be like a slower version than if he's doing that. Wow. Badlands too.
Gaze into the horizon, then you will see what is real.
For the light. For my mother.
It's really not worth doing this at all. I mean, it's not needed every time. Like, clearly, like, it's already it's going to be turn 6, and they haven't buffed us up, you know, once. I'm really not worried about it.
Options.
Hey, how this affects my board, too. We're going to do it. I don't want to risk burning anything important against against a rogue. Anything that could be useful is, you know, needed. Yeah, and like Sticky Fingers is like all right because it seals the weapon, but like the reason why it's not like absolutely needed is because there's times when you're not going to draw it and he still loses the deck. Like you see here, the guy hasn't played much of anything, so like I don't know what to tell you with that. Like King's Bane has like a all right win rate, but it's nothing insane. Okay, we did find this, so I'm now not worried about it. We have the Dormu, however you pronounce this guy. Timeless, we have this on 10.
Too soon.
We have Cariel with a follow-up. Shouldn't be too bad. We could discover Sticky Fingers, I think, from this, right? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I guess we'll see if this punishes us if we do this, but I'm not really worried about it. There's no way to give himself Wind Fury, so that's like the biggest thing here. And we just go for Cariel next turn and we should be fine.
Consider this a house call.
Huh. This guy's playing a very different version. Snap. Okay, dude. And mic drop. Okay. I mean, that's cool.
My hand is full.
That didn't really matter.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience. Remember the fallen. Remember the fallen. My hand is too full.
That's good to burn for us, actually. Or a good burn for us. He's not going to be able to pull it out of the deck.
You cannot escape the
Array of the Hollow, okay. Well, that means he's not going to attack with it, because if he does, it's going to get rid of the stealth, right? Oh, until your next turn. I'm not sure how that works. Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool.
I will not forsake you.
Takes 2 damage at a time, so it means he basically can't kill this.
Your wish is my suggestion.
This will at least slow him down a bit. Buff everything up.
Lines to the light.
It's crazy that this is 9 mana. This card should get buffed. Okay, he's able to pull it out, but that's fine. That's unfortunate. This kind of just punishes him. Well, yeah, we only take 2 at a time. He can't do anything about it.
It's a miracle.
We need some way to like restore HP back to this, but yeah.
Life and hope are worth fighting for.
Reno's a good card to get there too. Yeah, we'll just go face.
Remember the fallen.
He's gonna be taking 5 damage from this either way, so push him close to lethal here. How's it going? Oh yeah, life still do it. Vanish? Okay, dude. Oh, we get Meet us back though. That's funny. See, how low does that push down? Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, that's cool. Oh, Reno.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Play this first, see what we get. Use is fine. Let's see, wait, has he played everything that pulls everything out? See, both the caverns been played. He saws both of these. He's played both. I don't think he has any other things that pulled out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play that. Probably a mistake not playing this, honestly.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Remember the fallen.
Guess we'll see if I was wrong, if he has an extra thing. So I'm pretty sure he's played both of these, right? He might have another instrument tech, but I guess we'll see if we lose. Oh, he did have another cabin fire. I could. Didn't he burn one? Okay, well that's unfortunate.
I'm almost out of cards.
That's fine. We'll do another game and I have to leave in the stream there.
Yrel versus Ragnaros.
Oh, Shaman, okay. This could be Shutterwalk Shaman. That's going to be a hard matchup if that is
Guide my
the case. What are they going to do?
We have turned our curse into our
Oh, okay. Even Shaman. Well, this is going to be great against that.
The Fire Lord calls.
That is good to have too. Rooney's lovely as well. I like the charge one quite a bit.
I am the harvester of
Okay, so it is a tone version. That's fine.
and why.
Can we high roll on this again? That is not a high roll. Okay. Carving Chisel, sure. Does he have an all golden deck? That's Stone Right Golden. It's cool. What is he gonna do? Are you gonna buff that up? Oh, Flame Tongue, okay. Hmm. Okay. Well, Reno's pretty nice here. We still don't remove that if we play this.
For the light, for the light, for my mother.
Gonna leave that one up. You draw 2. Yeah, that's fine. Not the best play, but it's fine. Oh, okay. You do not have an answer for that. Or that. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, I'm actually okay with that getting killed. We'll go ahead and Reno. Gonna have to do that. That is a swing turn for sure, good lord. That is also a lovely top deck, my goodness.
We are one.
Very fortunate with how that played out, my goodness. Extremely lucky. Whew. Oh, that is annoying. We can wait. We'll play this. Clear that all out. Not that big of a deal. And then we could go Cariel next turn into Reno and should be fine.
Our hard
Cariel
only strengthen our resilience.
clears that out. I'm going to push face here. I'm not really worried about the board. I wish there was some dragons that had charge. Like playing this to a charge dragon would be so cool. And it would be more of a, like, this is, it would feel more of a win condition if that was the case. Like, I get they cost like 0, but there's times when, like, our hand is normally not this small. Oh, wow. He doesn't even get the big totem back.
Looking for a standoff? Careful. It's a game done it better myself.
And he concedes. Yeah, this deck still is just like, even though we had a couple losses here, still so good. Okay, but I have to end the stream here because I have to go here at 1:30. But if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We stream every Tuesday and Thursday. See you guys later.